Hey guys, it's Phantom, and welcome back to a new episode of MMORPG Tycoon 2. So we gotta talk about a couple of things since the last episode. I kinda went decorating. This evolved into us being at 5.3.59. So we had a lot of upgrades to our astroturfing, like advertisement, the way people interact with each other, visuals and stuff like that. So once we get the new upgrade, which is only 41 props remaining, then you'll be able to see how far we've gotten, and we'll definitely get there. Also, my bug report is quite high. Let's fix that quickly. Reports, this one, dev management. Let's hire 3 more. There we go. Because we kind of want to get these down. But it also meant that we had 2 big upgrades. So what I did, I chose 2 unlocks. First of all, we now have guilds. Second of all, we have a friends list. So players are able to interact with each other even more, which I think will only be good for the future of the game. But in terms of decorating, let's get right into it. So this is the starter town, as you guys know, and we're just gonna hop through this for a little bit just to show you guys what I done in the initial region. Since we had a lot of money, I figured we would do this as well. There we go. We have forests, and those forests look pretty nice on the ground level, even if I say so myself, nice with the coastline and the ocean on the background. And what I did was I created mainly forests into the first region. I think that was good for the starter region. I had to given it some thought to do maybe some other things in here as well, but I don't want to push it, especially given the fact that if we take a look at our players, most of our players are at level 2, so they're basically skipping this area quite quickly. And we have currently 4 players who are now level 3. A lot of players are also reaching level 4 actually. A lot of players are also reaching level 3, so we'll have to take that in mind. But now for the next region, and you can see it in the top. There we go. It's not done. These 2 trees probably need to go. Actually, let's do that right now. So let's go to scenery, and then so we can actually see what we're doing. But this region is primarily done. So to go through this obviously is just a fill, intraversable terrain. There we go. Didn't really know what to do with it. Didn't want to fill it up with extreme things. So just made this to be some cut down trees, which I thought was very nice. Made this into a pine forest in order to fill it up even more, because we were just flying through the upgrades. It was just enormous, so I had to call a stop on it. And then what I did here is, this is, if you remember correctly, our path on the way to the crocodiles, and it was the undead path, which has a box in the tree. There we go. And we made this a so-called undead forest. We did make it magical, so we placed some magic mushrooms in there. And we also placed the watchtower in there. There are some NPCs rolling in here, as you can see if I zoom in very, very far. There we go. We got some bears in. I haven't edited those guys yet, but yeah, we could do that at a later stage. And the watchtower mainly functions as maybe it used to be an outpost, but now it's gone. Created the logging camp here in order to give the illusion that the forest is alive due to the magic mushrooms and stuff like that, so the trees just keep regrowing. And the logging camp just ensures that the trees are maintained. I did place an NPC here who will visit the tower as well as kill the bears as well as the bosses, because there are some bosses in there. So overall, I think this was a pretty good success, if you ask me. But now, obviously, we need to finish this region. Now, we could do it with a small little port, but there's already one here. So we really want to keep it small. Just add a couple of cranes, nothing too fancy. And maybe add some carts along the road. I think that's actually a pretty freaking good idea. Question is, what road are we going to take? Because this is the dangerous road with the kobolds. But there's going to be NPCs here. So, yeah. Let's work on some scenery first. Let's lay out the carts. Where are they? I always keep forgetting. There we go. And then maybe just do a couple of big ones. That's not really big, but it's fine. and we'll place some hay bales on top of them and stuff like that. So basically what we'll have is a trade route from here basically to here. Obviously there's also wood here, but since this forest is so small, they are basically importing their wood from here, so that ties in perfectly. Right, let's see, I think it was in decorations, yes, and then we want the hay bales to be a bit smaller. That's too small. There we go. Just that one is not good. There we go. And obviously we can also of course import other goods, but for now I think this will just do. We don't want to overdo it, so let's maybe leave an empty cart or two in there, because why not? Let's get that out. And then this one can be empty, this one can be empty, and instead of empty, let's just dump some boxes in there. Place on objects. There we go, there we go, there we go. And there we go, there we go, there we go. Leave those empty, that's fine. So then obviously we need to get a path, we need to get our walls out, and it's just going to be a small little port. We don't want anything too big. But, well, actually no, let's wait. Let's go for scenery first, and let's get our cranes in, because if we don't have our cranes, then we don't know how to build our port. Where are you guys? It's a building, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's a lot of cranes. Let's just do a little bit less. There we go. 3 here and maybe 3 there. Yeah, it's probably gonna a bigger port is here as well. Because actually, there's no cranes here. Oh, that's a big thing I missed. Oh my god. Let's add a crane like that. There we go, and we could add a crane as here as well, because yeah, well, you need to get the wood. And maybe 2 more here. There we go. What we then want to do is path, walls, and then maybe do it like so. Maybe shut this region. Oh, that's actually in traversable terrain. Why is that? Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. We can't really do it the way we wanted, but that's fine. Region isn't owned. Okay, that's a shame. Well, let's remove this then. And let's do it like this. Pop. And we want you to go there. There we go. So now the ships can come in here. Let's see. I've tried to... I wanted to get the walls wider in order to place cranes on that, but that unfortunately isn't possible. So what we're going to do is just get a cargo ship in here, if there's even a full cargo ship, which I think there isn't. Which is going to be a shame, so the harbor is going to be a little bit dull again, with the same boats. So I'll just get a damn canoe in, because why not? And then maybe a rowboat or 2. Like that. Right, paths again. This one. Let's do it like so. Let's do it like so. Do it like so. Like so. Like so. There we go. And actually, now that I've seen this... Oh, this crane. No. There we go. I want you out of there. And actually I want you out of there as well, because you're not properly placed. Wait, can I not move you if I select you? There we go. Very nice. Right, so that's some little port, and it's actually attracting players already, even though there's nothing to do here. But that's okay. Let's... is that not a little bit too big? That is too big. Let's go for just small ones. There we go. And there's an upgrade available again. Let's do it like that. Let's see what our upgrade is. More. Let's go for bling. More achievements and loot. We're trying to get everything to level 8 in order to then fill that out. Oh, actually there's a quest here. But that dude is sending you over here, so no reason why you should be here, I suppose. but that's fine. Okay, so that's our basic port, just to do some trade between these two towns, which is nice. Obviously, we can get that here as well, but we don't want to port in every region. Some will just have to travel by car. Then what I want to do is I want to create the illusion that the carts were taken off the road and basically mugged. So I'll add a few here. And then let's see, we have some barrels. Let's place some barrels around them. There we go, some broken barrels as well. You know, just go with the flow, and then some boxes, obviously. Rescue boy, because why not? No, don't place on a line 2. That's not gonna work, so let's just place it like such. And these could be pretty cool, I suppose. What is it actually? It's a cooking pot. Okay, yeah. For some reason they'll be able to cook. Fine. Maybe get that guy in there as well. That's gonna be their trophy of some sorts. Okay, if we place it on top of, what will that actually do? Nothing. Okay, so let's do it like that then. That's too large. I don't want that. Right. Scarecrows are like to show people you shouldn't go here. Get some paths in there. And then we are going to fill it up with a landmark. So there we go. Then we want a landmark as well. This is very important. Let's go for the wizard spire again, just because there's an evil wizard here who's commanding this army. And then finally, I think we should add some rocks in to fill it up a little bit. And there we go. And then maybe some defenses as well. I think that would be good. Not here, but here? No. There we go. Let's downscale that a bit. Great, that looks good. Maybe set some traps along the road as well. That would be great. That would actually play into the fact that they are trying to steal these transports, and maybe get a. Oh, it's actually a crane. Oh, nice. Let's place you there. I like that. Will that fit? It fits, but barely. But barely is okay. And then, do we want a trebuchet as well? Oh, it's not a trebuchet. We'll give them a battering ram. It's useless for their. For the way they want to use it, but it's fine. Right, that's good. That's pretty dressed up. We can then fill it up with some just regular terrain, scenery, my bad. So we'll just do some, yeah, we can. So some trees here, upgrade again. Yeah, let's go for Gibbs. There we go, that won't fit. And let's go for these guys. No, this one I think is better. Right, we want to place them here as well, but scarcely. We don't want to overdo it here. And obviously we don't want to give them access to the port, so yeah, they're constantly putting the port on the threat, which then obviously means we need to get a guard. So let's get a guard, and maybe a guard here as well. And then we can go for NPCs, and we want to ravage goblins. There we go. That's going to be freaking amazing. However, we are going to screw around with this a little bit, in terms of the fact that I'm going to set the region level. to 2 and 3. And these guys are really going to mess someone's day up. So I want to give you a level 3. And let's start painting. I'm not going to go for the highest possible density, obviously, because they're already that incredibly large, as you can see. I kind of want to scale it off a little bit, so we don't go on the road. There we go. Then let's do the density to light and see what that looks like. That's still a lot, so let's go minimal. Minimal's better. Then we need to get some infrastructure here, because players will need to be here. So that's a tavern. That means that we need an inn as well, because players will need to be able to log out here. Where's the coastal one? There we go. Oh, that is actually the coastal inn. It's already there. My bad. Right, so let's set up a shop then. Coastal, there we go. Let's place that up there. We don't want a blacksmith here. That's just bullshit. And the coastal potion shop can go in here as well. Might want to place that there. We should finish this off a little bit by getting our fence out even further. That intersects a building for some reason. No idea why that should be the case, but whatever. And there we go. So obviously this probably should be dressed up a little bit more. Actually, no, I don't like the way this looks. I'm sorry guys, sometimes you have to remove stuff in order to get what you want. That intersects again. There we go. And in terms of scenery, buildings, I then obviously would want to get a tower in, and that's fine because that's where the threat is. And maybe add some basic defenses, so it looks like we are in a stalemate. Obviously the players' defenses should be bigger in order to give them a sense of security, and then we could actually add a trebuchet for once. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Do we have water in town? No, we don't, so let's get a well in as well. A well in as well. And this dude, you need to speak to here, but there's also going to be more. I want you to visit here, and I want you to start dealing with these guys, and I want to kill 10. XP is fine. 294 of 800. That's a little bit much. Let's go for 100. And XP wise, that's fine because you have to traverse it, but I want to give you 40. And over here, that's definitely bullshit. You're getting just 10 and 1 gold. And you can get some more gold here since, well, it's dangerous. So there we go. That is another zone laid out. Now, in order to completely fill up the area, I'm just going to add some rocks here. And we are also going to fill this up a little bit. But I'll do that in an intermission, so we'll be right back. First of all, top left, as you can see, 5.5.629. We have an upgrade, so let's do that immediately. And it's a big one. We're going to 6.0. Yeah, what can we do? Because we have a lot, but we don't have everything. So flight paths, why? It's just too soon. Instant messages allows players to interact with their friends without needing to travel. I think that's pretty good. But world history. Every world came from somewhere. Where did yours come from? This development makes exploring your world more interesting for players, and that's actually what we're doing. So let's go for that. This one, oh my god, I'm so excited to build this. It's going to be amazing. So let's release World History of the Ashes of Phantom. And we are now at 6.0.0. As you can, we're pretty stable with our cache, which is pretty good. But let's take a look at what we've created. So I kind of filled this up a little bit, put like the docks master's house, the guy who oversees all dock operations. In here, since it's an outpost, I didn't want too many houses. We had some boxes in here just for storage. Made this in traversable terrain again. I figured that would be a pretty decent idea since the kobolds will then place them in between here. Well, we created this obviously, as you guys saw, and then we have this. These are the remnants of an old town, very nice houses, but due to the fact that those monsters came over here, the ravaged goblins, nothing remains except two things: the very overgrown fountain, and if you look very closely, 4 bookcases with the history of this town. Actually, I kind of want to move this, because let's just place it a little bit in here. Now, I tried to mess around and see if I could maybe get a quest active to interact with it, but unfortunately that's not possible, because it would have been very awesome for them to find some lore about what actually had happened here and find some history. But yeah, unfortunately that doesn't really work. Actually, can we clip it? Oh, that looks actually pretty good. I like that. Added some braziers and stuff like that, so that was pretty good. Then, of course, in traversable terrain, kind of was messing about with these big ones. These crystal. I have no idea what this is supposed to mean, so if someone knows, then please tell me. But yeah, I chose these ones. Those are pretty nice as well. But I think if we take a look, that is area level 2 completed. So we are basically ready for level 3. However, I think that we should just take a look at things one more time in order to make sure that everything is okay. So let's take a look at our reports. We have 2.6k subscribers, almost 2.7k. Main problem seems to be I keep dying. I think that has to do with potions. We'll have to take a look at that. Happiness is about 4.0, so that's okay. And I can't find anything for fun to do. I'm sorry, bro, but there's 2 huge regions. I'm sorry, enough monsters to kill. Our rating is 837, 224 online buzz, and the positive streamer coverage, well, that's still going on. We haven't ended day 3 yet, so yeah, that's probably going to take a while. In terms of levels, more players are now dwindling into level 3. It's taking them a long time to get out of level 2, but then again, time is slow, so they'll get there. Obviously we have a lot of subscribers, but as you could have seen here, that's 2687. Obviously we did lose some, which is a shame, but hey. In terms of our income is actually increasing, so our expenses are now lower than our income, which means that we are basically going break even. I like that a lot. Let's go for cash and expenses. As you can see, that's increasing. Our expenses are up from very high to down a little bit, but that has to do, of course, with the fact that we do mostly modeling with props, which are very cheap, and not with modular buildings, which cost 1k each. In terms of our cash balance, there's still a small uptick, but it's not that much, but it's okay. So let's take those again. Nothing to see here. I think that's fine. Average and average subscription fee. Yes, we could raise this, but for now, let's just leave it. Actually, no, let's just be greedy and just make it 13, so we get a 30% increase. Alone, we have 150k remaining, and we have daily 150 that we have to pay. But the annoying thing is there's an unlimited day left, so yeah, that's probably because of the fact that it's just very slow in terms of payback. So yeah, we'll repay this as soon as we can, but we'll probably need about 200 to 250k before I'm happy to do that, because we don't want to go all in order to fix that. Let's take a look at our thoughts now. I can't find anything fun to do. Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, okay, it's in towns, but there's multiple quest givers here, so that's fine. I can't find anything fun to do. There's a quest giver here, so I'm sorry, that's bullshit. And I can't find anything fun to do, probably because you can't find a quest dude, so I might actually have to... where is he? He is there, right? There. Can I move you? No, I can't. Okay, so what the hell is going on with you? Tantrum. Okay. No idea why you are in a tantrum. But we are going to fix this by just placing an NPC over here. Since most players are just... and then adjust this and go to... Where are you? Where are you? Should be about here. There we go. And that's fine. He can also go to the modular building. Unhappy Alan, but he's a sage. How can he unhappy? My life has been long and hard. Therefore I am unhappy. Alright, let's take a look back at our report. No, not this one, the thoughts. My bad. There are too many jerks in chat. Well, obviously it's an MMO, so you're not going to be able to stop that. You are frustrated. Why are you frustrated, my friend? Let me guess. I keep dying? Oh, okay. I like this town. Let's focus on that. Obviously, that's pretty much well liked. This isn't. And do we have that? No. Then I keep dying. Very, very important. You keep dying here, but there's a potion shop. So, oh, it's only over there. So maybe we should add some potion shops then. I don't really like overdoing it because it takes away, but yeah, we kind of also want it to be a little bit effective. Let's go for the spooky one. Rotate it a little bit. Can we place it? Oh my god, all of our trees are in the way. There we go, fine. And then maybe one here as well. Just to make it easier, because obviously they're dying. That could also be because of the density. Yes, so let's go for light. Actually, let's go for normal. I don't want to go light. I think that's a little bit too much. Right, reports, thoughts, keep dying, focus. Where else? The cobalt zones. Yeah, okay, but these are high density, bro. And you might want to think about that. And keep dying here. Then maybe I need to fence this off. Let's fence this off then. That should make it a bit better. There we go. And pull that out to there so it looks a little bit even. Okay, that's okay. Right, back to our reports. And then obviously 27,365 times. The scenery is really nice here. And let's see if we can actually focus that. Well, we can't. Okay, that's a shame. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, then hopefully I'll see you back in the next episode where we are going to start up with a level 3 region. There is a small section here which is level 3, but I think we need to make this 3 to 5. Maybe make it a transitionary one. I also want to work really on the town, but we really don't have the money, and that's going to require probably 200 to 300k because of the amount of modular buildings that I'm going to be able to need to use. So we'll leave that for a later time. With that being said, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the world that I'm creating. Hopefully you are enjoying the video. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.